Hey y'all, I had to do a part two. My recording just stopped. And I was talking for a while before I realized, and that kind of made me mad. But I guess it happened for a reason because I was made to look at this page of wands reverse. It's like spirit wants me. When I'm looking at it, I hear, "What do you see? What do you see?" More like, "Who do you see? Who do you see?" As if it's like, "Hey, did you know this person?" type of thing. And so that because I'm doing this reading from my channel, what I'm going to do is keep the cards out because I'm getting that this is a message for me to be aware of for something personally for myself. Honestly, but then also, others might actually relate to this, but sometimes my readings are definitely about me. So, but I don't mind sharing. Um, or maybe I should just flow and share from that perspective. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I think I was being made to just like stop and look and feel and listen. And I'm gonna be honest. I get people at work. I do. And the first person that was coming up in my mind is somebody that I met and I hear the word baby magician in my head, right? And now I guess I'm being given confirmation because I be thinking a lot. So I was about to go to these because this is like two characters. And so I was about to go to these other two characters in my head that I've been seeing a lot of recently. Um, but then something took me back to this girl that I met. And I'm reminded of when she once told me that she was making herself a staff or like multiple staffs. Um, but she was gonna be making one, and she said, "When I finish with it, you're gonna be the first that I let see it." And I was like, "Okay." But it was this girl that I was trying to figure out, like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Hmm, like I think I picked up on, well, I definitely did pick up on that she liked girls. Um, And we had started like just having conversation one time at work outside in the front of work. And I was just like taking an extended break because I had been so busy and I was over it. And so we was just having really great conversation. And that was right after I had found out about a death in my family, but one that I wasn't really sad about too much. But yeah, I then like we were talking, but she really wanted to like be in good with me, like she invited me out and I was like, I'm not, I don't really want to do that. Um, she then she was trying to plan something else again, like go out. And then I just remember one day, and I don't know, perhaps I'm to think about this. I just remember one day laying in my bed, I woke up. I was actually starting a vacation, like a long vacation. And my stomach was really bothering me. Actually, it was like that whole weekend. Uh, and it was right after a snowstorm. My stomach was really bothering me. I woke up on a Sunday and she was usually I don't get a lot of text messages and stuff. But she had texted me really early Sunday morning, was like, "How you doing?" or whatever, and I'm just like, I was a little annoyed. Can't lie, because I'm like, what do you want? Like, I'm like, what do you want with my energy? bro. Like, cause I'm not attracted to girls. Like, no lie, I've had a girlfriend before, but I realized, well, don't want to do this. You know what I mean? I'm not wanting to date no girl. Like she was trying to attach. If I'm honest and I just say what my spirit tells me, she was trying to attach herself to me. Even when I say that, I think of the fact that my stomach, like my um sacral area was very bothered. And I just remember I woke up and she had texted me, so I waited some time. I texted her back, let her know, like, yeah, not feeling good, whatever. And then she said, is that all that's wrong with you? And I just thought that was a very weird question, and I was weirded out by it. But yeah, I'm thinking about this one because I did just see her last week. Well, actually on Friday, because I hadn't seen her in a long time, and I saw her Friday because I did stop conversation with her and communication with her. But I remember suspecting that she was connected to this other person who I knew was not a fan of mine. She was a bona fide op. Um, Definitely of swords energy. And so now we have a page of swords here, reversed, the tower upright, and the five of wands. Chaos. And when I look at this five of wands, I'm thinking straight up of Saturday. Like this coming Saturday. I'm thinking of conversations being had, folks being mad, like what the heck? Like we was doing this and we was supposed to be doing. Now that's just my personal connection to this, and I do feel like that was a part of why the recording was stopped, because then I was like, I promise, I heard like, look at the card, what do you see? And that's who I saw that girl. And I looked at the page of swords reversed, which came out next, so I'm sorry because I totally just got off track with the reading, because where I ended was talking about the page of wands reversed. Well, that's where I got cut off. I had already passed it, so now my cards are turned over, all except for my last oracle card, my closer oracle. So after the page of wands reversed, I got four of pentacles reversed, and then my last three tarot were page of swords reversed, tarot, the tower upright, and the five of wands upright. So yeah, again, I'm getting two folks in cahoots, and I get that I am to be relating to this story, and I know exactly who they are, and I know exactly, I had already called it because I stopped talking to that girl. I was starting my break, and then she kept on hitting me up, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not wanting to basically like make this work to personal connection. Like I wasn't feeling it. Nothing about my spirit was having me feel that situation, like go along with it. I wasn't feeling it at all. And what was crazy was after I let her know, like, hey, yeah, I'm not really gonna want to be, talking and communicating during my break. Like that's not what I'm trying to do. Um, and after that, I felt better. So I don't know what the hell she was trying to do, but I do remember she had sent me pictures um of some books that she had because she wanted to know what books I had, and I just remember seeing like one of her books, it said root work on it, or like root uh so she was into stuff that I wasn't into. We connected on the spiritual front, but it wasn't exactly like we weren't exactly aligned, you know. And that's interesting because I was just listening to a message earlier, and the girl was saying people who been trying to be witches, like, oh, I'm gonna be a witch, I'm gonna, being made to see like what a real witch is, like one that doesn't have to try to be one. So I wonder if this is related. Because I read it, and that girl said, you were literally placed into an environment to show others how, like, what it really means to be a witch. Basically, meaning like it's in you. Like, again, the seed. It's in you. So perhaps there are others who can relate to this. I'm not about to keep on this reading for too long because honestly, it's past my bedtime. And I'm tired. Um, but yes, this Page of Wands reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed, and that's where I'm getting like this is in relation to work. So I was kind of just flowing, and I really feel like Spirit was like, stop, pause, look at it. This is in relation to work. You know, Page of Swords reverse, Tower upright, Five of Wands upright. Definitely, there's some clarity that's come through, some divine clarity, divine intervention has made this very clear, and folks are mad. Folks are mad. And you know what else? I was thinking about something, a dream that I had sometime last year uh, in relation to the other person that I feel is connected um, with this two, these two folks coming together. I remember having a dream, and that is making me look at this death reverse card. I remember having a dream of that girl coming up. First of all, like, cause at work she would be following me around at work. No lie, I'm not playing. She was obsessed with me. So, and it wasn't on no like, oh, I like you. It was on some other stuff, and it was on this stuff. So she, yeah, that's crazy because then she got fired, and so, and I remember suspecting that her and this other girl were cool because they worked on the same team. Um, and I once felt that this other girl was on the phone trying to like tell this other girl like about me because she was standing not far from me on the phone and looking at me like weird. I'm like, this is weird because I don't usually see her in here doing this type of stuff. So, anyways, but I had a dream where this other one where I would put in the Page of Swords reverse energy. She was following me around in my dream. Like I go to the back of the building, she there, and so then I leave from the back of the building, I go up to the front. She appears. And I come out there, go outside, and I see my car is like broken down or something. And I like immediately knew it was her. And I remember she comes out and I'm yelling at her, like, I said, what happened to my car? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this part. So I think Spirit wanted to remind me, like, yes, there's some backfiring happening right now because you saw this in your dream. She was trying to touch me. She was trying to touch me, y'all. She was trying to touch me. And I was like, don't touch me. Like, and it literally was like weird because she literally was just trying to touch me. And it wasn't like she wasn't saying anything. It was like whatever magic that she had that she thought she was going to be doing, a part of it was she had to make contact with me. She had to touch me. And I remember my car, like it was as if it wasn't working. Like it was broken. It was obviously broken down from just looking at it from the outside. So that has me. Now that didn't happen in real life, but something did happen in real life. That kind of gave me confirmation of this one time that what I saw in the dream was not just a dream, but it was me seeing into what she was trying to perform some type of spell work in my direction to perhaps immobilize me. You know what I mean? Like make it to where I don't have a car, make it to where my forward movement, is stopped, like death energy. But I do remember one time, for real, in real life, I was leaving work and I saw her car, right? I saw her car. She wants to follow me out of the parking lot. Okay, so I just remember literally my spirit was so strong, so loud in my head, like, you're on point. That is her. Y'all, why did this girl have like an accident by herself? I am not kidding. I was driving and then I remember I'm like, I wasn't paying attention to her. I was just like, you know what? Let me just focus on my road, focus on the road ahead of me. But then I looked up in my rearview mirror and I'm like, well, damn, where'd she go? Because there was no turns that could have been made. Like, and she didn't seem to be behind me. Like, I'm like, what the hell happened? That was weird. Like she should be right behind me. Y'all, she had somehow turned into the ditch. Like, there were no turns. You couldn't make a turn. That's why I was like, where did she go? Um, uh, and when I looked further, she had gotten stalled. Her car had stopped. Somehow, some way, there were no other cars around. How do you accidentally turn, like sharp turn, like off the road into the ditch nearby? But she didn't go too deep because I saw her able, she had gotten out. But I think when I did look into my rearview mirror, I saw her like getting out of it. But it was, it wasn't like a swerve. Like, no, it was a turn to where she couldn't drive forward. She had to back up in order to get back driving forward. So that's literally like whatever she was trying to have happen to my car, literally like happened to her. But at a time, it wasn't like terrible because she was definitely still coming to work after that. I mean, eventually she got fired though. She did, but or she don't work there no more. So I concluded she got fired because nobody else from the team, that wasn't happening with nobody else. So, but I just, I put that with my dream, like, and it was like spirit wanted me to see that, to confirm like that I wasn't tripping about what I saw in my dream, and I wasn't tripping about my interpretation of the dream, which was saying, yeah, she was trying to do something to you, but let us, yeah, I had to see that bit there where her car got stalled, like literally an accident by yourself. What were you doing? I imagine like that looks like your steering wheel just like became out of your control and had your car go left real hard. There was nowhere to turn. So any turn like that is like, what are you doing? Because you're supposed to stay straight. You know. I promise that happened. I promise that happened. But that's what I'm getting. I'm sorry if this is like, folks listening like, damn, this is your story. This not my story. Well, hey, well now you get to listen to what some of the shit that I've been going through. I don't know, but I will tell you, tower card upright, and I will let you know something that's sticking out is the number 16 because that date is coming up. Yes, it is. All right. I have the closer oracle card. I'm tired, y'all. Closer oracle card is beyond the mind, the heart beats. The number on the card is 21. 21 equals 3. Just like 66, the opener card equals 12 equals 3. So that's interesting. 33, which I get, that's a confirmation of magic being involved. And then we have mind, imagination again. And I get with the closer oracle, it's like, oh yeah, the heart still beats. Like this train is still moving forward. This car is still moving forward. This journey is still moving forward. Nobody's stopping this. And the heart is now, and I mentioned something about like the world trying to take away, uh, or the world actually successfully and life successfully often taking away from people the idea of, um well, I said like, remembering how the imagination works and utilizing the imagination. But I also said like, allowing the heart to lead. I said something about being heart led because that was something that I was big about, and then I kind of had to take it back, reel it back in to become more logical because of all the stuff that I was going through. But this is saying beyond the mind, the heart beats. So that takes me back to the thought that crossed my mind earlier when I sat down after pressing pause. I said, love is possible. Like that's what had come to mind. And so, yet again, I get confirmation of this storyline and story and message of the spiritual warfare for this spiritual warrior. Speaking of myself, speaking of anybody else who relates, who has been withheld from love or love withheld from them due to whatever reason that has allowed the spiritual warfare or other types of efforts to occur. Um, all that being over. And what also sticks out to me is this Five of Wands card. The five in Roman numeral form, it's a V. And when I look at it, I think of victory, right? Even though the folks on there, they're fighting each other, they're mad. But the V for the spiritual warrior is victory. That's what I get. And perhaps we get this spiritual warrior also becoming our, I'd say, actualizing their destiny of becoming a master healer, because 33, master number 33, as I interpret it, is for master healer, the master healer. So I'm gonna close it there, y'all. Because well, one last thing. I'm looking at deja vu because I had written that down. Like I said, the song had crossed my mind earlier when I was tapping into the channeled songs, and then that had come up. Um, and that just makes me think about the dream that I had and the fact, and then the incident that happened in real life regarding that girl and my car and her car. So that kind of gives me like confirmation. Yeah. So yeah, whatever weapons have been formed, they are not prospering, and it's victory time for the spiritual warrior. And yeah, folks mad about it. And his tower energy is giving me something possibly about the 16th of this week, which is Thursday. So I don't know. Maybe that means something, but definitely divine intervention and divine clarity coming through to show who really is who. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And love is possible. And that's where I'm going to end it. I thank you for listening. I am tired. I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to eat. Well, I'm not about to eat. I'm about to lay down. Um, yep, that's what I'm about to do. Thank you for listening. And until next time, bye.